Hello and welcome to our first lesson of Videoscribe. I'll be taking you through a series of Videoscribe to get you used to this platform whereby you can create animations or presentation depending on what you want to do. It can be a very good software whereby you can showcase your tutorials or maybe presentation on board meetings and other areas. So I'd like to share with you basic information. So we'll begin just by a basic information, then we can proceed as time goes by. So one thing maybe I would request for you is to take a moment to click the subscribe button, which is just below. It will not cost you a thing, but it will be very important for me because I'll be able to get the motivation to keep bringing contents which will be very important to your maybe showcasing your ideas and stuff. So it will be very important. So take a moment and without wasting time, let's begin our class. We'll begin by a basic information of maybe just how to introduce yourself to your client or anyone. So to do this, we have, if you follow my cursor, on the right hand side we have the TT. Okay, maybe to give you a brief overview of the whole thing, on the top left, sorry, we have save. This is whereby you save all your documents. You can save it on cloud or maybe on local drive. We will see that later. Then we have save as. The difference between save and save as is, save is the first where you keep your file in the local drive or where you want to keep it, but save as is maybe if you want to keep to save as an original another copy of the original, or you maybe want to work on something without overwriting the original file, you click save as. On this we have the cut, which is scissors cut. We'll see all of this, the save, everything. We're going to see them as time goes by. As we go to the right side, we have this, which is a symbol of music. With this where we get to add music to your slides. We have this microphone thing, which is a voiceover. Then we have this, which is a background. It's kind of a paint if you see it. On the other side, we see the hand side, which is the default, which you can change the hand which will be scribing. Then we have this, which is kind of play to start. If you have many slides, you play from start stands. And this, we have this, which is inactive, which is a play. The difference between the two is one plays from the start and the one plays in the current slides. Then we have this, which is kind of a share. I think you've seen this in many social media platforms. On below here we have the add image, whereby you can add various images. We're going to see all these things as we progress. Then the other side we have also the TT, which is stands for text, and the other one for adding text. Of course we have this up and down, right and left, which is for slides, and going up and down we have these zooms, we have fit to screen. So we're going to see this as time goes by. But in our first lesson, I like us to just add text, which maybe you get to introduce yourself and say who you are, maybe just a simple one, and that will be a good lesson for a start. So the first thing to do is to click text, this text button here. I think you can see my cursor. You just click it. Once you click it, it gives you a kind of a box, a dark place where you can, text box where you can put information. Maybe I'll say, let's say, hey. I will just give you an example. Welcome to our first video scribe lesson. sorry about the testing, the writing and stuff. With this, it's kind of the way you use the Microsoft Word. We have the where you can change the handwriting, I would say handwriting, so that you understand. You can change the writings, maybe to change how it looks like if it doesn't impress you. There's this which kind of regular bold, the way you see it in Microsoft Word is more the same. There are the more fonts whereby you can include in Google, but we're not focusing on this. Then we have this one for aligning, whereby you can align them left, right, center. Then we have this which kind of changes the font color if it doesn't fit you black. Maybe if you want it to be a color like red, maybe you can just click it, and below you there's that tick, you just click. Okay, and that's is done for now. Then after you're done, there's a tick button just below, just to confirm that what you've done is what you want to appear. Then boom, here you go. Then after you click it, it's just pasted on your screen. So once it's pasted on your screen, the good thing with the Videoscribe is that you can custom the whole thing, the font size and everything, how you want it to appear. By clicking on the sides, you can be able to increase or decrease the size of it. You can rotate it using you can rotate it depending on what you want to achieve. I'm sorry, I'm getting lost here because my cursor is misbehaving, but we are going to get it here on time. Let me just find it. Sorry. So yeah, so okay, let me just use the zoom button here. We have, if you see here, there's a zoom button which is 480. We have zoomed it too much, so maybe if I can reduce the zoom maybe to a lower one, you see, to keep popping up. I think it's also good to get lost in a way because it helps you to get the right direction. I'm sorry to get lost while I'm training my student. It kind of shows some rubbish thing behind the screen, but the good thing with this is that it's not a scripted video, and it's not something I'm doing behind the screen. It's something that I'm doing on the screen. So if my cursor misbehaves, or maybe the computer misbehaves, it's projected directly so you can see it. So the next thing we're going to see, so I was saying, using this one, you can be able to narrow it down to the size that you want, maybe. Yeah, then this one also, I don't want it to disappear the way it's disappearing, and I have to click on the zoom thing. It's, my computer is lagging, and that's why it is, or is this problem, but that was the idea. The next thing we're going to look at is now the whole idea. If we play it right now, if we play it by clicking this button, you see it will be written hi and welcome to our first Videoscribe lesson. That's how it's supposed to see it. So that is the outlook. But supposing maybe you don't want that hand, maybe it's not your preferred hand, you can change it here using this hand button there. Maybe I can use maybe a darker one. I'm not trying to be racist here. Just trying to explain the whole thing. Yeah, maybe don't want to be racism is very, it's common, but it's not a really good thing to discuss on some platforms around and stuff. We're supposed to live in peace. So after you previewed, now you can click it. Sorry if I go slow because of my computer, which is kind of lagging. I've disabled some antivirus here, which was bringing some issues. So after this, you click the the tick button. Always remember, when you do something, for it to take effect, you'll be needing to click the button, the tick button, which will always be appearing on the on the bottom right side. So after you're done, you click this button and you'll be good to go. This one. After you're done, click the right button. So if I come and click, if it doesn't appear the way you want it to appear, perhaps if you see the play button is inactive, you have to click what you're playing, and if I click it, you see that it will appear as active. See, has appeared back up there, but you can still use this because it's still one slide. We don't have, if you check at the bottom left, you see that we just have one slide. We can add another one if you want, but we'll look at that later. So if we just preview what we've done so far, this is what we've done. So it says, well, welcome. It's kind of the first one. I was just showing you how to change the hands. If the first hand was not very good at hand, and here we have the option to zoom at the end if you want it to be zoomed at the very end, so you can click that button, but we don't have to. The next thing we're going to share to look at in this video is maybe to save, which is very important because you don't want to be wasting your time on something that is not working. So you click save here on the top left. Then when you click save, you have two options. You can save it on your computer. I was about to say my computer, but it's not my computer, it's your computer now. And the next thing is to click on online if you want to save it on maybe on your cloud and stuff, but I don't want to go that. A good thing with saving online is that you can view this on another browser and stuff if you want to, if you are working on different computer at another place, or maybe home and work and stuff. But the good thing also, working on the computer, when you save it on the computer, you can share it with someone who can maybe help you with some ideas on how to do it. So I prefer to save it on a computer. And when you click my computer, on below it tells you to select the file location. So after this, it's kind of the normal thing you do with Microsoft Word and stuff. So maybe I don't even know where to save it. I'm sorry for this. Perhaps let me just give it a platform here, and after this, to be organized, I'll just click new folder so that it will be very presentable, and I'll call it video subscribe. Alright, so that will be very organized. That will be very organized for me to do this. So that to be, maybe also I can also create here and say tutorials. That is where maybe I'll save all these things. And before I forget, okay, let me just get inside of this folder, and then the next one is just to save it, to give it a name how you want it to give. So let me just say tutorial 1. After you're done, you can now click save. So that will be the first tutorial for us today. So I hope you've learned something. So I hope to catch up in the next lesson. So just as I said, just click subscribe button and hit the notification bell below, and let's walk in this journey together. Until next time, bye bye.